Not streaming. Is it live? Does it go? All right. Well, I think this is working. So I am going to prep for my game Monday. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at the characters involved in the Black Marsh. So this is the Rangers of Black Marsh campaign. I've been running for coming up on a year, and so we've got Akisha Natani, the elf cleric. Davenport Cavendish is a human bard. Edrian Nolath is a tiefling thief, I think, rogue. Gustavo is a human artificer. Yasol is, I think, technically human or something. Actually, yeah, maybe take a look at that. I feel like, okay, a Haunted One background. Let's see here. Show me your secrets. Also, I think I'm gonna collapse the account so I'm not wasted bandwidth. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, go away, little window. Alrighty. Yeah, it's gonna treat it like a mobile, which is always cool. Go to features and traits. Okay. Updated. Great. Hex Blood Sorcerer. Yeah, I think Hex Blood is the race or species, I guess, is the new terminology for that. For Yassel. So good to know. And then John Francis Smith is our human ranger. And Marv is our human barbarian, wild magic barbarian. Our star starts. So at the end of last session, a bunch of them got married. They were on. They went to these islands and helped the Lake King retrieve his three Nixie daughters, who had cursed him with blindness and run off to gallivant around the other islands. And he offered some marriage hands and land for retrieving them, which the party was able to do. So I think, yeah, after spending a week consummating their various arrangements, the party returns to Castle Blackmarsh. To delve into its dungeon again. So we're just going to go straight into the dungeon delve. Now, last time they went into this dungeon, let me see if I can better. Should work. Last time they went into this dungeon, they got. So they went through this hall here. They flubbed the Orcian Way, so they bounced out of that. I don't think they're going to be going back into that again. And then they went round here. There was some spiders and another big mama spider here. And I'm pretty sure they just went down these stairs. So those stairs lead to... Yeah. I think they ended up here. Though it is actually unclear. I'm not gonna lie, the maps for this are a little nutty. Like, see how this kind of dips off the edge here? Yeah, no bueno. Like, there's a bunch of them like that too. So, they came down through here. checking out these oh no, that's right. They came up here and they got hit by some rat swarms. There were swarms of rats that they dealt with. And we were getting pretty close to the end of the session. So I think Davenport cast clairvoyance to go down these stairs here with his clairvoyance, which led to this room on level 3. So 3-3, which has stairs leading down to level 4 and is occupied by an ooze. But effectively, they've kind of just bypassed all of levels like 2 and 3. If they go back that way. So I'm going to kind of assume that they're going to go back that way. So if they do, then we should expect the ooze method in the water room to be kind of their first big scene. And that is described here in 3 water room. So let's look. Have locations here, and using Notion for my campaign prep here. So going into Castle Blackmarsh here, and we've got our actual castle proper and the dungeons of Blackmarsh below, and level 3. Let's see how much of this I've got specced out here. So this is room 3. It looks like I've got none of it. So let's do some kind of... So how I've been approaching this is basically to read the stuff on the left and just trim it on down to something usable. So walking down the stairs, you notice water running down the walls as well as trickling down the stairs. The air is damp, so I think we will just put in damp air, water trickling down walls and stairs. There's a tilt. Water flows down the stairs to join a small stream that bubbles out from the north wall and flows towards the southern room. So the southern room that it's talking about is this little room here, 3. So the floor slopes. Is not a deep angle. The players have no problem keeping their footing. The stairs at the other end of the hallway descend to level 4. In addition, the floor levels out as soon as it passes the opening into the southern chamber. Okay, so it slopes ahead of them until it gets to the southern chamber. That makes sense. It's not deep. Ankle deep, so I'm just not even going to mention it. Though cold, the water is fresh and safe to drink. The depth of the water depends on where a person stands. In the center of the south wall is a patch of oil and ooze that floats lazily along the surface. Oil and ooze floating on the surface by the southern wall. As long as the player characters do not enter the chamber, nothing happens to them. As soon as they enter the room, an ooze method appears from the oil slick, surprising the party. The method attacks fast and creates a foul-smelling fog. So, ooze method attacks any who enter. And I'm just going to say this guy casts a gaseous cloud, which will be a good moment to look up gaseous cloud. Yeah, I don't think that's a 5e. There is no such thing as gaseous cloud in 5e. Let's look for... Oop, can I finish? Oh, I see. Let's look for stinking. Stinking cloud? There we go. Yeah, my legacy spells, bruh. Do this. Okay. We'll cast a stinking cloud spell. Boom. stinking. Come on, really? Alright. So he casts Stinking Cloud. Once this is done, he uses his breath weapon on the nearest opponent, and then closes in and uses his claws. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that ooze mephits don't have genders, so the pronouns will be they. Mephit is smart and uses the pool of water to their advantage. I gotta say, even more evidence that it's not a guy, it's smart. JK lol. Ooze Mephit, CR3, small outsiders. It's an extraplanar creature made of water. And basically, instead of... So, I was going to worry about converting these things. I'm over it. I'm not going to do that anymore. I think... Whoa. How does it have... Oh, HP 19. Hello. AC 16. And says it can summon a method. It looks like it's got some damage resistance. So, resistance to magic. And I'm just gonna say, you know, whatever, slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, non-magical. Fast healing 2, it seems like maybe it's supposed to be able to regenerate. I'm not going to worry about any of those. Breath weapon, it does a 1d4. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's spec out its breath weapon a little bit. Breath weapon. Cone. Caustic liquid, I don't need to know about that. 1d4 acid damage. Dex save, DC 13. Half. Failed save. Itching skin and burning eyes. So it says it's a -4 penalty to armor class and a -2 penalty on attack rolls for 3 rounds. So -4 AC and -2 attack 3 rounds. The save DC is Constitution based and includes a +1 racial bonus. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to use it. Spell-like abilities. Once per hour, an ooze mephit can hurl an acidic blob that functions like acid arrow. So I think I'm just going to say this thing can cast acid arrow. Once per hour. An ooze mephit heals only if in a wet or muddy environment. Interesting. So if wet, regain 1d6 HP per round. Not gonna worry about the racial bonus or swim crap. So it's not super important. And then Ring of chameleon power. Which, again, don't know if that exists. We're going to do a quick search for it and see if it exists in 5e. Looks like that's a big fat nope. Chameleon. See if there's anything magic item wise. Okay, so no chameleon items. Maybe though, do is Ring of Disguise. Okay, so we could do, yeah, I think what we'll do here is Ring of Chameleon Power, it will be a Hat of Disguise in ring form. Just to not make it complicated. And I think if they just pass straight through, that's kind of it that I need to spec out for floor 3 for now. So I'm going to keep going on to floor 4, which I think puts them here. Little section here. The warning. Sorry, I gotta check my. Please configure both primary and backup streams correctly. Lucas, what's going on? I'm, you know, doing the do. Packing the bits. Let me see here. Open widget. The stream says an invalid configuration. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I have my chat window open, so if anybody sees this and they want to chat, they can come and they can chat. That's water room. Alright. So this puts us here, which is pretty close to 4-8, 4-4, and then this door, I'm just going to disappear it because it doesn't make any sense. Room 3 here, it looks like maybe goes through. I feel like this section here is super unclear. But yeah, let's spec out 3 and 4 on 4th floor. Where's 5? There it is, 5. We'll do 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which I think I remember these already. I think I already know what these are. But to do this properly, I'm going to go back to Dungeons of Castle Blackmarsh. And level 4 here. Oh, here we go. Here's our map. We're going to start at 3. We're just going to scroll down. I guess first familiarize yourself with the Wandering Monsters. So we've got Dwarger and Goblins. Great Ewes. Huge monstrous centipedes, bugbears, goblins, bugbear and goblins, dwarger. Cool. Easy peasy. Stomping grounds. Many boot prints in the dirt indicate that someone has tromped across this area recently. 2 different sorts of tracks here. Small, narrow, yet long, soft-soled boots, while the other group are using broad but short, hard-soled boots. At least a half dozen of each kind have passed through this area recently. Triple the chance for a wandering encounter. Okay, so we're just going to say straight up 3 in 6 wandering monsters here. Mini boot prints. DC 11 survival and no 2 groups. I think one of the groups is Gobos, and the other group is Dwerger. 6 of each. Cool. Stone carved shrine is for the end of the hall opens in a trapezoidal chamber with a high vaulted roof. So yeah, we'll go the hall opens into a trapezoidal chamber. The high vaulted roof, carved into the northern walls, are 3 curious, grimacing faces, their mouths open wide. Features are thick and full, and their faces are more square than round. Beneath each one of the faces, a large emblem is carved into the stone. On the northwest wall, there is a hammer on a book. On the northeast, there's an axe splitting a mountain. North wall, there's a sword on a coin. Numerous spots for torches, brackets, blah blah blah. So altar to the group of dwarven gods. So yeah, we'll just do that. Whoop. What happened? Don't do that. Back here. Altar to 3 dwarven gods. DC 12 religion, which I think is an intelligence religion. And this will get them some infos. Okay, so this is going to give us Kurzun. Gomnon, sword on coin, and Hemgred X in the mountain. Except that I have my own gods for this campaign, so we're gonna swap those out with our deities. No. Actually, these might be the same gods. That's hilarious. Yeah, let's see if we have all 3 of them. So we do have Korzun, Domnon. Let me see if I can search for that, maybe. Search. Domnon. No. About 100. Caddis. Okay, cool. So I can actually link these, which will be useful. So at Korzun. Am I freaking high? Wasn't that just... Korzun. Okay, I see. It's just spelled weird. Korzun. Okay, so at Korzun. I can type. I can spell. Don't stop me! Don't you dare stop me! And Hemgrid was, or is, Cadis. Cadis. Domnon. I have no idea who that is, so let's learn. Let's go do some learning. Domnon. The not-so-young racist guide to dwarves and gnomes. D&D Blackmore deities. Let's learn. Okay. Weird. Dwarves ethnicity in Greyhawk. New Blackmore deities. feel like these should be giving me some good, lawful good, Dumnon. Okay, interesting. Maybe he just misspelled them. Maybe he spelled them differently in here as well. Let's just look real quick and make sure that I'm not missing anybody. So he's going to be lawful though, so I think maybe we can just search for law. Lawful. Does that not work? I think there is a way to do filter, add filter, tag. Oh, can I just add to the tags here? Add to the tags. Lawful. Probably lawful. Good. Oh, interesting. It's only okay. It's additive. That's really not what I want. I don't care about sorting. Delete the sort. Add a filter. Yeah, I guess like okay, so I can't do that. That's too bad. Alright, well I guess I gotta just read them one at a time. Not that. Not that. Nope. Pass me here to the Taurus and nose. Loyalty. Okay, I've got it in here as lawful good, so that's good to know. Cadus is Hemgrid. Flornus. Neutral. Moijin. Neutral good. Oh dear. Lawful good. Oh, here he is. Dumnon. Okay, cool. Excellent. We've got the gods here. These are the same ones. That's fantastic. That's oh dear. And it was Dumnon. Whatever. Okay. Excellent. So that gives them the information about there. And ochre, which I think I've got this listed in here. Ochre jelly is lurking on the southern wall, ambushing any who enter. The altar was desecrated long ago by Funk's orcs. It can be made holy again if it is rinsed with either holy water or fine quality meat or beer. If a worthy offering, 10 gold pieces and gems, coins, meat, or beer, is placed upon the altar, and the name of one of the 4 dwarven deities represented. One of the 4? Prayer. Appropriate. Head speaks in Dwarvish. The god's head asks, which of the blessings of the children of stone do you request? Okay. So I think this can become a sub tag here. Oop. Can we not? What's going on? Select all these, tab them in. This will say desecrated by Funk's orcs. Purify with holy water or expensive beer. Pray and mention names below. And you get which of the blessings of the children of stone do you request? If none of the following answers are given, the donor receives the benefits of a blessed spell. we'll just say default bless endurance +2 con hardiness +2 saves. Just gonna leave it at saves because whatever. And then vision, dark vision, and stone cutting. Now I don't know that stone cutting, I think it is. Well, let's just double check here. Stone cutting. +4 bonus to intelligence history checks. Interesting. The monsters have it, but the characters don't. Look, species. Dwarf. Yeah, stone cutting, it's here. View dwarf details. Can I see it, please? Stone cutting. As a bonus action, you gain tremor sense with a range of 60 feet for 10 minutes. Well, that's cool. Pretty damn cool. Now this is the 2024 dwarves. Can I look at sources? There's Handbook 2014. Let's go dwarf. 2014 dwarf have traits. Stone cutting. Okay, so for our purposes, this will be our definition of stone cutting. Although tremor sense is super cool, we're just going to store that for now. All right. Each of the blessings, including the bless, lasts 1 hour. All last 1 hour. One blessing at a time. Double the effect of their natural abilities. Knowledge religion can be used to provide clues to the sanctification use of the altar. Roll one check and provide the player characters with all the clues up to the maximum DC 10. The DC they succeeded on. Okay, so knowledge religion can be used to get the info about this. DC 10. So we're just going to put this next to the bits. Dwarven deities appreciate gifts, especially gold gems and fine alcohol. So I think pray and mention names. Let's see. What does it say here? Some offering with prayer. So 10 GP minimum. And this is DC, let's say 12, 14, 14. Dwarven priests consider endurance, hardiness, skills, and vision some of the primary blessings that the gods have granted them. DC 18 to learn non-defaults. Gifts. Yeah, that should basically do. Not worried about that. What I am gonna say though is my party's like level 7. I'm gonna make this 3 ochre jellies. they've got trauma there, so it's going to be good. Alright, let's go back to our map. So that's 3 and 4 here. So that's if they go this way. If they go this way, they may run into 1 and 5. Could end up going up into 2. And ultimately into 17, although I don't think they will. And also, how would they get... I'm just going to look real quick and see if I can figure out where this... Oh, right, level 3. Right. Okay, so let's see here. So this is where they're coming in, because this is where they're coming down. So this down, this up is, oh shit, my bad. This up is this down. Yeah, that seems right. This up is this down. Okay, whew. Super confusing. It would have been better if they had put like this goes to this actual room and stuff. But no. This audio bitrate is low. I don't know if this is working. Although I will say one thing. I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna get some water. Be right back. Alright. Okay, cool. So I think we spec'd out these 2 rooms pretty well. Let's see if... Alright, so area 5 here, large quantities of smashed stone and debris piled up along either side of this dark downward sloping corridor, making the footing particularly uneven. The ceiling has caved in at least 2 places. The passage appears to end in a huge pile of stones. In order to find the corpse, woof, on this crushed skeletal corpse is a suit of +1 breastplate, the masterwork large shield, badly battered by the crushing stone here, DC 13 crosshair, okay, refurbished shield, whatever. It's a pouch of 65 gold pieces. Okay, so let's put this here just so we've got it. Skeleton crushed under stone debris. Has breastplate +1. Masterwork shield damaged. And 65 platinum pieces. Silver necklace with bronze pendant. 165p. Shadow lurking. Now shadows here are marked as CR3. Let's see how big the shadow is in the database here. A5E, so it's got 18 hit points, 19 hit points. In it, +2. AC 12 versus AC 13. This all seems pretty on brand here. But this is CR1. which is fine. Yeah, that's fine. It does its strength damage thing. It can shadow sneak. I think that's fine. I'm not super worried about it. Maybe I'll make it. Well, no, it's just because it's connected to the guy. I'm not gonna fucks with it. 4-6 workshop. I could smell oil. Now, where is 6? Let's look real quick. 6 is over here. Okay. So I actually do need to spec this out. This is good to know. Oh, you know what? These are named wrong. I think I just copied these. Or not? Oh, right. I never... Okay. That makes sense. Stomping ground. Okay, so I must have stopped here. Hilarious. Workshop. I think this is the Dwargar Fortress, though. I must have just missed that one. Oh, weird. Not goblins? Awkward shuffle. Okay. So, in the workshop, acrid smell of oil, steel, and smoke fill your nose as you enter this cruel-looking workshop. Neatly hung on the walls are a wide array of smithing and metalcrafting implements, along with a few coils of razor wire. Against the west wall, a sack of caltrops spills open onto a short table. Towards the back wall, there is a great crevasse opened into the wall, within which burns a great fire. I feel like they used great in that sentence too many times. In the center of the chamber is a large project composed primarily of metal, wire, and rope that appears close to completion. Clattering and clanking noises ring loud in this room. So I feel like this is one of those cases where, like, oh gee, why couldn't we hear this down the hall? And maybe they will. So I think this is... Okay. Yeah. Ballista. I'm trying to keep the enemies at bay. Each round, roll 1d6 for the ballista to see what happens, as indicated below. Manned by Master Craftsworth. Alright. Can I put a table here? No, I cannot. Well, maybe I can. Table 1d6. Ballista. 1, 2, 3, 4 through 6. Okay. Serious mishap. Fire is caught in among the ropes and pulleys, taking 2d6 damage. 2d6 damage to operator. Caught in machinery. 2 minor mishap. Okay. Machine breaks a wire. Out of action. 3 loaded and ready. Loaded and red. 4 through 6. The machine fires. Treat as a huge heavy crossbow. Does 3d8 damage. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hate how this is described here. It's like it says each round, but really what it means is each time that this comes up. So, roll when ready to fire. I guess. we'll see how that actually goes. I'm not that worried about it. Treasure wise, yeah. Mechanical capturing trap. And then there are 4 Dwargar warriors here. Mithrin, male Dwargar, expert 3. Man. Brutal. Okay, so that's that thing. I think I don't really have a way of adding. Drag this up here. Yes. Cool. 4 at Dwerger. We're just going to use this one, which we'll see here. This has them as CR1. I think this might also have them as CR1. It does. AC 16 versus their AC 17. Fine. These have 26 hit points. These have 9. So yeah, I think these guys are nice and beefy. Nice little beef sticks. And we'll leave them as they are. Although I think this will be another Dwargar. And we'll just have it be 5 Dwargar. One of them is manning the thing. And then treasure-wise, make sure we don't leave the treasure out. 2 coils of razor wire. Treasure. Sack of caltrops. 4 flasks of oil. A hooded lantern. A sledgehammer. Crowbar. Oops. Grappling hook. 100 feet of hemp rope. The incomplete ballista. I guess. I'm not expecting my party to walk out of the place with that, but you never know. Alright, Dwargar Fortress. This chamber has been turned into a fortress. Loose rock creates a pair of low walls to impede movement and provide cover. The walls are hollowed out to create protected alcoves, and the center of the chamber is surrounded by a small moat in which black, tarry liquid flows. Here dwells the creature who leads the crusade against the goblins. Chulugak was once a member of the goblin tribe to the south, but the strong features and thick torso of her child cast suspicion upon its parentage. Oh, so it's just shacking up with the dwarves. Like you do, like you do. Exiled from her tribe after a near lynching, which we're going to leave out, she was considered a traitor who had mated with a dwarf. She has managed to beat the Dwargar into submission with the help of the magic wand that was a gift of her lover, actually a darrow from deeper in the dungeon. Her desires are simple. She wishes to wipe the goblins from the dungeon. She may be willing to negotiate if the player characters are willing to do some dirty work. She's willing to pay one of her emeralds for half-dozen goblin scalps? Woof. Okay. I'm not gonna have the party fucking running around scalping goblins. That's pretty fucking raw dogging. I'm actually gonna say I think most like fetish collection stuff is pretty off the table for my party. Yeah, I don't think this encounter is gonna go this way. I think the party's just gonna kick her ass. Chilligok initiates dialogue with any who enter this chamber. At first, she threatens them. She may be convinced of conversation. Turns the relationship between the party to indifferent, whereupon she may negotiate for the scalps of the goblins. 2 invisible Dwergar warriors stand watch in an alcove on either side of the entryway. Use their enlarged person ability and attempt to slow any progress into the room by those hostile. 4 Dwergar keep posts in the corners of the room. They use missile weapons to harass the party. If anyone crosses the tar moat, one of the Dwergar uses Alchemist's Fire to light it. It burns for 4 rounds. While lit, anyone crossing the moat takes 1d6 points of fire damage. I think I'm going to increase that. Chilligok uses her scorpion pets to keep the foes from engaging her in melee. She starts the combat with a web in order to disable many party members as possible. Okay. Chilligok. Female goblin. Is there like a goblin? Yeah, I think goblin warlock maybe. Yeah, she knows some magic shit. Touch of fatigue, burning hands, and bless. We'll take a look at this goblin warlock and see what it looks like. CR1, she is CR3. That kind of tracks. 21 hit points, fine. AC 15, same. Quick switch, clinging illusion, silver fire. 86 fire damage, cool. It's a magical illusion of unmoving medium or smaller object in a space you can see within 30 feet. Okay. Well, not amazing, but should do fine. Wand of Shocking Grasp, Potion of... Okay, wow, she's actually got some shit. Hello? I just want this stuff. One Shocking Grasp. Potion of Invisibility. Elaborate Wound, Silver Necklace. Pair of Lapis Lazuli encrusted bracers. Pouch containing 125 gold pieces, 6 small emeralds. Fortress. Okay. So this is her treasure. This stuff. Says there are 4 Dwergar warriors. Oh, I see. And then there's 2 Dwergar warrior 2s. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and put this at 6 Dwergar. We already know that they can do all that stuff. And then scorpions. She has 4. If there's anything else. Giant scorpion, clockwork scorpion, Stygian fat-tailed scorpion, night scorpion. What is this? CR3. Woof. Yeah, my guys are level 7. I feel like they're gonna fucking ice this goblin super fast. Let me look at, so this gives her web. Some shit. I think I'm gonna give her a little bit of spell casting just to kind of slow the party down a bit. Oops. But yeah, I think these Night Scorpions are pretty cool because they're gonna box these noobs. No problem. Spells. So she can cast Scrap Ghost Sound, Scrap Light. I don't even know what Touch Fatigue is. Bless. Burning Hands. Sleep. And Web. That's just, she'll cast one of those, like each one of those. I think that's plenty. Alright. Cool. That's funny. These are small fiendish scorpions at a half CR each. And I've got them going up against 4 CR3 scorpions. These are from the Tome of Beasts too. These guys might fucking bop pretty hard. Grappled scorpion has 2 claws, each with grapple on target. Ding. Blinded for 1d3 hours. Okay, maybe it's a little thick. We'll just say 4 scorpions. Let's see what this says. Yeah, these are CR0. See, these are too small. Too small, too easy to beat. Let's try Giant Scorpion. Also CR3. 52 fucking hit points. Holy crap. These are 6 hit points each. Dang. Yeah, these are basically the same as those Night Scorpions. You know what's funny is I'm doing that thing I said I wasn't gonna do. So, and it's almost 8 o'clock. Woof. Alright. Let's stop worrying about this. Get back to the map real quick. See what else I need. 8 and 9. 8 and 9 are 2 more places that they can go. So, a short set of steps descends before you. Staircase alcoves opens the edge. 2 words on the stone are written in grammatically poor Goblin. They read not Gobos. It's not quite the no Gobos sign that the Edwarder wanted. They did not realize that the Goblin captive they were torturing was practically illiterate himself. Got it. Okay. No Gobos, or not Gobos. Written in Goblin. Fetched a piece of razor wire across the hallway in the hope of catching a few goblin heads. I see. Okay. 4 Dwarger hiding in alcoves on sides. Oh. Dwarger. Waiting in alcoves on sides of chamber. 2 holding razor wire. Round the trap goes off, the Dwarger and the alcoves advance into the corridor after their companions let loose their crossbows. On the subsequent rounds, 2 rear Dwarger use the enlarged person ability of the sponge. Jesus Christ, man. I know how to play Dwarger, guys. Chill. Potion, 1 of Cure Light Wounds, the other Expeditious Retreat. Okay, so 2, I guess just Potion of Healing and Potion of Expeditious Retreat. Yeah, not going to complicate it any further than that. Awkward Scuffle. Let's see here. The debris that's so far been spread across the floor of each and every part of this layer of the dungeon has been meticulously removed ahead. To the north, okay, so notably absent debris. Looks so clean that it must have been freshly swept. Piles of the rubble have been stacked up to form a small wall that spans the corridor. In the center of the floor lies a large sack, from which there can be seen a glint of gold. To the south, the debris thins out slightly. It has been kicked about by substantial foot traffic. Okay, so small stone wall hides. How many Dwerger? Party of Dwerger. So 5. 5 Dwerger. Sack containing stones and 1 visible gold piece. Lol. Okay. Expected prey is a patrol of goblins, which, unsurprisingly, is late. The Dwargers shoot immediately if they hear any movement in the corridor ahead of them. The round after the party enters Area 4-5, the sound of numerous footsteps can be heard from the south. Following round, the goblins arrive. Okay, we're going to attempt to hold the stones. Use your crossbows first, alchemist fire. Blah, blah, blah. Goblins. Oh, yeah. Here we go. 10 goblins. Goblin. Join the fight after 1 round. Is that right? 1 round? The round after, they can be heard from the south. The following round. Okay, so after 2 rounds. Cool. Nobody cares about the goblins' crap. Nobody cares about these guys' crap. Abandoned listening post. Okay, so now I just need to look real quick at the map and make sure, is there any additional ways down? So they can go down here. If they were to go down, they could go down here. And just to be clear, like, I think the party's biggest goal is actually getting lower into the dungeon, because they are in fact looking for Adasil, the Lich, the vampire Lich, to kill him. So hopefully that will get sorted. But let's check and see if 5, they bounce down here. Okay. So this is the room that they would end up in if they came down there. Which means, I think if I go back here, go level 5. That's level 5-3, Perpetual Web. Go to the Dead. 5-3. We see black stains. Here we go, drip down from the sea. Okay. Perpetual Web. Webbed. Just gonna put it webbed. DC 15 strength. No reason to confuse it. Lumalululu. Okay. He initially asked for magic items. What is he? Quasit. Okay, let's do. Quasit hides here. That reveals himself once everyone is captured. Summoning a demonic host to slaughter all caught in the web. He tells them that he is guardsmen here, and that if they bribe him sufficiently, he will remain quiet about their approach. He initially asks for a magical item or of substantial value. No potions or scrolls as a price for his silence, but he is willing to bargain down to 100 gold pieces. If his bluff is called, he tries to make amends by leading the party to 5-2, promising that there are great rewards in the chest there. Engaged, he retreats towards 5-3, which of course is here, using his invisibility and causing fear powers to ensure that he stays safe long enough to lure the party into the orc ambush. So, there is no orc ambush in 5-3. We're in 5-3. So I do want to find the orc ambush. There we go, 5-12. I think that's what it meant. We're going to look at the map. So 12 is here. He's here. So it's going to try and lure them all the fucking way down here? That doesn't seem... Seems dumb. Doesn't seem right. Hidden behind the stone pile in the back left corner is Kuala Mumunu, an invisible Quasit. Possesses a wand of ventriloquism. Okay, interesting. So there's 2 Quasits down here. Add Quasit. This voice seems to emanate from Great Black Stone himself. Seems to be an arcane warrior by the name Eliosith. With wand of ventriloquism. Playing Dungeons and Dragons for 30 years teaches you how to spell ventriloquism. The more you know. Alright. Honestly, this has gone on a bit long. I've got a few other things to do, so thanks if you checked it out. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I'll probably be getting back to this sometime. I don't know. Maybe never, because, yeah, I'm running this game on Monday, so... But I guess after that, I've got probably a couple weeks until my next game, so I'll try and get on here and do some more. Thanks for hanging out!